Hello, my name is Dr. Ben Thompson, founder of TrebleHealth.com. I'm an audiologist and tinnitus specialist. In this video, I will focus on vertigo, dizziness, and tinnitus. If this topic is of interest to you, please give a thumbs up to this video and make sure to subscribe to our channel here by going below, finding that subscribe button. Personally, it would mean a lot to me. Vertigo is dizziness that can last from seconds to hours, and it's usually described as spinning, rotating, or disequilibrium. If that's not hard enough, there are some cases where vertigo can lead to nausea or vomiting. Can vertigo and tinnitus occur together at the same time? Yes, there are some conditions that have vertigo and tinnitus as some of the main symptoms. And in fact, hearing loss can also be tied in oftentimes as well. The most common conditions are Meniere's disease, labyrinthitis, acoustic neuroma, cholesteatoma, otosclerosis, Usher's syndrome, or enlarged vestibular aqueduct. Certain medications can also be toxic to the inner ear system. And if you didn't know, let's put this image on the screen to show the inner ear system. Past the eardrum, past the middle ear bones, there's a cavity of bone that is called the inner ear, and it holds the organs for hearing and balance. That's why audiologists like myself know about vertigo and can treat conditions like positional sudden vertigo, because the inner ear holds the balance and the hearing systems. Well, tinnitus is oftentimes linked to the cochlea, the hearing organ, and vertigo is oftentimes linked to the inner ear vestibular or the balance organ. Now, there are other cases where tinnitus or vertigo could happen from the brain or the nerves, but it's important for you to know the full connection between the anatomy and different parts of the ear and the brain and how that links together for vertigo and tinnitus. It's worth mentioning that the nerve that connects these organs to the brain runs through a small channel behind your inner ear towards the brain. And that canal is considered the eighth cranial nerve. And part of that nerve has a balance or vestibular or vertigo function to it. And the other part of that nerve has a hearing or tinnitus or hearing loss function to it. So both of those nerves are so close together that for some conditions, things like inflammation of the nerve or an infection, a viral infection to that nerve, it can affect both systems at the same time, leading to simultaneous vertigo, hearing loss, or tinnitus. In some cases like Meniere's disease, when there are changes to the pressure of the fluids inside of the inner ear, it can lead to a spike in vertigo or a spike in tinnitus. And that is something that may occur if you're experiencing both of these symptoms at the same time. This is a good time of this video to mention that we need to make sure you've had a medical evaluation by an ENT, ear, nose, and throat physician to rule out any problems between vertigo, tinnitus, or hearing loss. If you have a tinnitus problem, our specialists at Treble Health can surely help. You can find out about our medical devices and services at TrebleHealth.com. Let's continue with the video. What do you do if you have vertigo and tinnitus? Well, number one, go to that ENT doctor, go to that clinic. They're going to do a hearing test to make sure there's no hearing loss, because tinnitus is the number one symptom of hearing loss. Even slight hearing loss can be related to a tinnitus, so that would be relevant. Plus, certain kinds of hearing losses can be related to things like Meniere's disease. For example, if you have hearing loss only in the low pitches, it might be related to Meniere's disease. However, it could be genetic hearing loss or something different. While some cases of vertigo can resolve on their own, others can benefit from medical treatment or interventions, including medications and surgeries. Sometimes lifestyle and diet changes can be successful at reducing vertigo symptoms or frequency of vertigo spikes, and that's something that would be either recommended under the guidance of your doctor and or a nutritionist. If you were managing Meniere's disease, for example, and you went through some lifestyle or diet changes that not only could be beneficial for limiting your vertigo intensity or vertigo attacks, but also that could be beneficial for improving tinnitus, because the same overall healthy body, healthy brain approach here can be beneficial for both conditions, which shows that both tinnitus and vertigo are not only in the ear, but they're also connected to the brain, and they get inputs from the rest of the body as well. If tinnitus persists and becomes bothersome, then treatments like working with sound therapy devices in the ears, reducing stress, cognitive behavioral therapy can all be beneficial as methods to improve and reduce the tinnitus sound over time, and that can happen independently from vertigo. A note that if you develop a sudden onset of tinnitus or vertigo, as well as conditions like facial numbness or tingling or blurry vision, that it could be a serious cardiovascular condition, in which case you should call 911 or contact your doctor or physician immediately. My name is Dr. Ben Thompson with Treble Health. Thank you for watching this video. As an audiologist and someone who cares deeply about those who have tinnitus, I want to share that we've had numerous success stories of patients who have vertigo or Meniere's disease, dizziness, disequilibrium, and tinnitus, and working with our team, they're able to reduce their tinnitus over time using sound therapy devices on the ears, as well as one-on-one coaching appointments with our audiologists to reduce stress, improve sleep, improve attention and concentration for tinnitus. Thank you so much. Please, as always, like this video, subscribe, let us know if you have any comments, and thank you for being here. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching today's video with Treble Health. Check out our next video by clicking the button on this screen or another recommended video. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks so much. See you on the next video.